Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. Today is Tuesday, January 25th. Sorry, getting a little bit ahead of myself. The market staged a late day reversal, and I was fortunate enough to see this one coming. I was out of all shorts at that time. Looking here on the shorter term chart right here, when you was putting all these pieces together, it was showing clearly positive divergence coming up right here as the market was coming down. At the same time, on this 15-minute chart, that this was slowly working its way up, looking ready to pop. And at the same time, this was oversold and running back up. This was running back up, but it's more than just one chart. You can't just look at just one chart. You have to tie them all together and try to put these pieces together, try to figure it out with the price level that you're at and the time of the day. We were getting close to the end of the day, but you know they tend to ramp things at the end of the day. And it was also lining up perfectly with the charts as well, with that 3 o'clock time frame, or 2:30 I think it actually started ramping up. And lo and behold, we also had a fake print showing up. It's not here on this chart, but it's on my Ameritrade account. So you look there and you'll see a fake print right here at this level. I mean, it just tagged it perfectly and closed right there, which was another clear sign that we were going up. I thought it was going to be the next day, but it didn't. Here on the 30-minute chart, we're oversold all day long, and you can see in the end it did rally up. I think it's going to continue up tomorrow. The FOMC meetings are generally always bullish, and at least for the end of the day they're bullish, and usually kind of flat going into them. Then when 2 o'clock comes and they release the meetings, you'll usually see a lot of volatility. I mean, it'll like swing down real quick, then swing back up, then back down, and it'll really trick you. So the best thing to do is to stay out of it. If you're already short, you probably should have got out today, because I do believe we're going to go higher. One last hurrah before they tank this market, and I'll show you why in a second. But so as you can see, the 30-minute chart is looking to go up as well. You can see down here it was well below negative 2.5 there, worked its way up and continued up, went back down. Now I think it's going to push its way back up here and go to positive 2.5 or better before it rolls over. And Fitch would take this up here and put in a nice higher histogram tower. Fitch would take us up here and probably take out this this high. It's got to be a blow off top, folks. There's a lot of people, a lot of bears have been getting on board right here, and they really want to take them off. And you know, we all know that this 1300 is a magical number. They want to try to tag it. It's just like a magnet for it. Just like the 12,000 on the Dow is a magic number that they want to hit as well. So I definitely think they're going to rock and roll this thing up a little higher. So you can see this is just clear, obvious manipulation. You just don't have candles like this unless the government's pumping money into it. It's just not normal. This one here too, this big up move and it turned right back down, and same thing. I mean, but anyway, the 60, it was rolling over and then turned back up, and as you can see, it is hooking back up here as well on the 50-minute I'm sorry, on the 50 line there. It's went down and hooked back up. Same thing here, it's hooking back up. I do expect it to go back up tomorrow. So the 60 is pointing up, the 30 is pointing up, and the 15 is pointing up and not overbought yet, surprisingly. See, it's still down here below -1, even though the histogram tower bars are pretty high up. This could easily go up here to +2 or something like this. Now it'll probably dip down a little bit because it is getting extended here, so it's probably just going to kind of do one of these numbers, kind of go sideways, just looking at it. And so looking at this, obviously this here cup and handle pattern did fail, and it did sell off, and that was just because the charts were so weak, and I guess they just couldn't get it to pop from that level. But 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on it, it's going to break. We're going to pop it tomorrow. It's going to run up. You know how manipulated this market is by now, folks. Clearly seeing here's a 5-minute chart. You can see it's same thing. Very over bought here, but just keeps right on going higher. And I do expect it to continue. Now let's look at the daily chart here, because this is what is really critical to me. We've got a move here that is really going to pan out, just like this one over here when we had the flash crash there at the end of April and all the way into May the 5th when we bottomed here. I think we're going to have this similar gyrations here. You can see how we went down and went up 2 days, then sideways, and then up, and then up, and then this was kind of the blow off top right here. Then it went down, then back up again, then down, then back up again. This is to be expected as they kind of wipe out all the bears and don't let them on board, and trick all the bulls to getting on board. So we can expect this to be a blow off top and then turn around and it's really tank hard. Like I said, I really think the first major bounce is going to be around this 1060 level. That's a ways down. But I mean, that could take, all of February to happen. I don't know how fast it's going to happen. I don't have a time frame on it. But I think that'll be a major bounce. And then, then back up and then on down to our 8300 print. So just like the Diamond Trust, the 118 print that we hit, it was a major top. We basically hit it right here in this level on the diamond, and we turned and sold and went down. And so that was your exit point to get out of all longs, because that was pretty much, they were telling everyone that, hey, this is when the market's topping. It's a topping process. So, it did turn and go back down, but, it's going to chop around before it finally tanks. I just noticed that the topping process takes a lot longer than a bottoming process. I guess it's probably because there's 10-to-1 bulls versus bears at any given time. The market tends to be always bullish most of the time, 90% of the time, and bearish 10% of the time. I don't know the numbers on that. I'm just, just throwing some numbers out there. I just noticed that there's not much bearishness over the course of 100 years. Market usually goes up. So anyway, that's probably why when you have these fake prints to the downside, you put in a bottoming tail. Like here, last year when we went down here on this fake print, we put in one bottoming tail and then boom, up we went. Whereas, of course, this is a weekly. Okay, but it did do some wild swings on that day, but didn't retest that low again. That was it. Pretty much it just continued on up. So we should expect on the top it to be a lot more of a wild gyrations. But I do expect that we're probably going to hit 1300. I mean, sorry to say that, guys, but I think they're going to hit it and pop through it probably, just for the purpose of shaking out some bears and getting some bulls on board. Everybody's sitting there at 1300. The bears are waiting to get short. If you hit 1300, back down from it, then turn and pierce through it, you'll short squeeze every one of them out of there, and then you turn it and really tank it and not let them on after you just stole their money. And that's just the way they play the game. So where's it going to be? I don't know. 1313? Is that the magic number? Who knows? Could be. Could be. It's hard to say. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at for that. And so I think that we'll probably hit it. I think we're going to have some selling on Friday. I really do. I just really think we're going to sell on Friday and have a nice down day. Now, whether or not that's the start of it or not, I don't know. Because it depends on how long they want to try to chop this, but it's going to surprise everybody. If Friday has a big down day and they release something over the weekend, that could be the catalyst. It could be WikiLeaks releasing their damaging data, because remember that Julian Assange is being funded by George Soros, and George Soros is an Illuminati member, a gangster who's part of it, and they're all together. So Whether or not Julian knows about it or not, I don't know. He might be clueless. He might be part of it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's being used, whether he's a hero or a zero. I don't know. A victim or a gangster. I don't know. Either way, he's going to release this data when the gangsters want him to. It's just that simple, you know. And when's he going to release it? Well, when the market tops, of course. You know, you're not going to release it when the market bottoms. You're going to release it when it tops, so you can get the maximum crash effect, you know, that you can get as you wipe out everybody. So it is all planned. So keep your eyes out for fake prints. They'll be showing up, you know, daily ones and stuff like that, telling you where the market's going to go. So anyway, so I think that's pretty much covered what I'm looking for. So again, I am looking for, here in the 30, I am looking for a move up. While we might open flat tomorrow and go kind of sideways, slightly up, possibly into the Fed's meeting at 2 o'clock. It's going to get wild, up, down, but eventually it's going to go up there and tag at 1300, I do believe. They've got to have a blow off top, and that's just the way they do this game. So, you know, you need to look for that 1300 plus to be pierced. And then after that, you'll also be looking for this 30-minute chart to get overbought here. At the same time, the 60 should get up here and get overbought as well. And at the same time, the 15-minute should also, it's going to stay in overbought. It might roll down and recycle back up. Might do one of these, but it's going to be overbought all day tomorrow, most likely, from the looks of it. But so, you know, we'll look for all these to line up together and put in one final top, and then possibly roll over into Friday, possibly. Not sure. Depends on how high it goes. We just have to see. You know, have to gauge it when we get there. If this thing gets massively overbought and the 60 gets massively overbought, then Friday could be the tank day. So, I think that's covered everything. Now, I've had a couple people email me wondering if I was ever going to put a donation button up. So I finally did. I really don't like to. I'm not asking for no money because I do this just because I want to. I like to try to help people out, but I did put it up here for you guys, for the several people that's emailed me. If you want to donate, great. If you don't, I don't care. It's no big deal to me. You know, if you do, hey, throw me $5, $10, whatever. I'll, you know, use it to pay the hosting fees on the site, and maybe buy another software, some more software or something with it to try to make the site better. But so far, it seems to be pretty good. So, and most of the software I'm getting right now is for free, so I don't even have to buy software for it. WordPress plugins. That's a cool thing about WordPress as opposed to Blogger. It's all the plugins are free. So anyway, there you go. You know, figure it out for yourself how to donate. I don't know. I guess you click on it and you I don't know what you do. I guess you punch in the amount, and Chart Pattern Guy seems to have that better than anybody. And there you go. Yeah, you just have to go click there and then go update total. I remember watching him do that. So he does work really hard, though. You know, so he gets a lot of work into what he does. I think his brother helps him, by the way. And, you know, because I borrow his charts a lot. I borrow Cobra's charts a lot. Cobra's really good as well. I will go over Cobra's stuff as well. He did post here. He did mention this is that there should be one more final up. So it's a good read to go over to the Cobra site and see as well. He did mention there's most likely one more up in the market. And this here chart here, he's showing the accumulation and distribution for those of you who want to see that. We already know this. They've really been dumping this market hard. Institutions have. As Lindsay Williams said back in November of last year, the insider selling was 1,600 to 1. 1,600 to 1. So, you know, these people know that the crap's about to hit the fan, folks. So make no mistake about it. So that this market will tank. We're not going up to 13 or 14,000. You can just forget about that. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Any money that the Feds pump in there, I do believe is already factored in to the current market value right now. So whatever, you know, quantitative easing they put in there, I think is factored in. So anyway, gang, that's it. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys, but you know, just look for, basically tomorrow morning, just look for a bunch of sideways to slightly up going into the Fed meeting at 2 o'clock, and then look for wild swings down and up and down and up, and finally it should go up and close the day out positive. Most Fed days are positive, so just keep that in mind. So it might be you just want to set aside to the end of the day. Okay, gang, that's it. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and if anybody's got more problems with Discuss about getting your account, email me. You know, I'll be happy to try to help you out if I can. But pretty much, whenever you set up an account, you do have to click on the confirm link that they send you. And a lot of people don't bother to do that, and so you don't even know that that they sent you one. It goes to your spam folder or something like that. So you got to check that and click on confirm to activate the account, stuff like that. Otherwise, it sits there as unregistered or something. I don't know, but okay. Good luck, everyone, both bulls and bears.